Okay, we're back. 2 in 1 day. Look at that. Things are happening. Ha 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 ha. So I won't be able to stream it tomorrow morning. So I decided, hey, I'll just throw in another one tonight. This probably will be a shorter one. Don't know how long, to be honest, but we will see how things go. So, in fact, I always do this. I don't think I've got any worlds I want to hide. I don't think I do. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'll just be careful. Yeah, there's nothing there. Oh well, okay. Let me turn that back on. So, gonna be continuing kind of where I left off this morning. It's been about, oh, don't make me do maths. I started at 11, now 7, 12, so like 8 hours. It's been like 8 hours since I started last time. So it's not been that long, but yes, we're hopping right back into things. So let's say last time, it feels like it was just earlier today. I managed to get this boat working for the most part, right? So, just to kind of update y'all on what that is, if I build a little bit out, let's make a boat out of dripstone. That sounds fine. Oh, I need to fix that bug that's going on the side. I'll do that, actually. I'll probably do that first before I do anything else after now. But, boom. There we go. We got a loading steering wheel. If I sit in here and I run this command, cast. Your name here, Poggers? Yes, we are, yes. I have a weird relationship with that word. I think I've said this before, but I don't know. There's a part of me that cringes every time I hear it. I'm sorry. Oh. I could have sworn that wasn't happening earlier. That wasn't happening earlier, was it? Hold on. Wait, does it depend on the direction? Hold on. I didn't know that was a thing. To clarify, what I'm looking at there is that it's been offset. So that should be in the center of the boat, but it's not. Okay. Odd. And what if I do that here? Is it going to have the same effect? No. That's a strange one. Okay. So this one, the blocks are too far over. Hold on. What's going on here? This is not what I expected to encounter. My room is boiling. I might open my window in a sec. Yeah, that's off. But hold on, let me try this in each direction, because directional behavior is not the most great thing. I will be the honest. But yeah, the point is, these boats are getting turned into entities successfully, and they are tracking an entity. So if I can teleport that saddle, and the boat should track it. I know it does. So we did that this morning. Progress was made on that. Kaboom. These all need offset different directions. I might know what it is, actually. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. Because the entity's not in a consistent location, is it? Because, depending on the direction you place this, the peg's going to be... Oh, see. That's what's happening. It's... Depending on the direction it's placed, it goes back in a different way. So, that's a bit problematic, but that can be fixed. That will be fixed. Okay, so let's ignore that for now. And what I want to fix first is I want to fix this whole placing on the side thing, because that's not intended behavior. So, here we go. That's loaded. It has indeed. If I go into here, I'm wanting to update when it's placed. So it must be, yeah, new. Here we have a load of words and a load of sentences strung together. So yeah, what I want to do is... Ooh, I thought I fixed this. So, okay, if I place an item frame that way, it should not face that way. So hold on. Data, merge, entity, all entities. who is an item frame. Let's just grab that item frame who's right next to us. And let's set its facing value to 1B. That's what it has already. Okay. This is certainly... I guess I'm setting its facing to 7B. Should it be 0B? 7's like given an error. Is 7 the same as 0 on this? I think it might be. No? Well, it's facing 1. Okay. Okay. So hold on. Why isn't that getting updated whenever I place it? Because if I say that's 0, then I say it's 1 again, it fixes itself. Okay. Let's remove that command for now. Let's see, is something messing with it? Where's the item frame? It's a pain because I can't see it. Can I turn on the hitbox of the item frame? I cannot. Yeah, I'm gonna open my window. I am absolutely melting. I am melting. Okay. So the item frame should not be doing that. Excuse me? Why are you doing that? Why is it so... It shouldn't be on the side. Oh. Wait, no. Melchmander. Yeah. That's quite accurate. Brain melting, I'm melting. Not a good combination. Not a good combination at all. Alright, so when I place an item frame, data, and then, wait, if I merge, there's just some weird behavior. Look at this. Just get good and figure it out. I'm trying. I am genuinely very confused about this. When I place it, see, these all work fine. And all I want is that whenever it's placed on a wall, it gets put as if it was placed on the floor. But it's not doing that. And that's messing up the saddle placement. Let me teleport myself to that item frame. TP. Yeah. Oh, let's go into spectator. Teleported. So it's still in the side of the wall. Am I updating the wrong tag? Let me place an item frame. Let me get the data of that item frame, right? If I get the data of that closest item frame. So we have... Those are its coordinates. Okay. We have rotation, which is irrelevant. Facing, which seems relevant. And then item rotation, right? Which doesn't have an item in it. If I do that. Item rotation. There we go. Item... Or maybe it was always there. I just missed it. Item rotation. So it's facing, and then if I place it on the wall, it's wait, is it facing still 1B? No, it's facing 3B, and if I update that to 1B, it's getting put in the wrong coordinates. Okay, so I think possibly the solution here is instead of summoning a new one, what we do is we do execute. So execute unless the score of unless entity at S. So let's check its MBT. So unless it it's facing. So if its facing is not 1B, which it should be, this should get killed and fresh armor stand should be summoned. So hold on, let me go in here. Let's go into tech. And I'm executing as the new frame, but I want to make sure it's a new frame who has the MBT of facing 1B. And then I'll add another thing up here. I'll make this more efficient later. And I'll add whose MBT isn't that, so I want to do that. And unless entity at s, MBT is that, at s, run that new function. Okay, so unless, then we want to run wheel slash fix. And in fix, what we do, fix for MC function, is we summon the item frame and just do it like that. Right? Okay, so fix, what I want to do is I want to summon the item frame again. So I'm going to do that, I'm going to do summon Minecraft item frame. I'm going to give this item frame the same data, so I might need to do an execute a line, we'll see. Or, hold up, before I go through the effort of doing all this, I want to try one more thing that might work instead. So as an item frame, wheel, new, and I'll do what I did last time, I'll update its facing. So let's go execute a line, XYZ, run TP. I have a feeling this won't work, but let's give it a go. Execute a line to set its coordinates in the right place, maybe. Do you know what? Let's try it. It might not work. It didn't. Okay, cool. Let's go back with that old method. I say old, the method I was doing like 1 minute ago. So in a tick, what I'm doing is so I need to fix it. So fix summons a new one. So this entity which I'm getting given here, I want to convert this to a summon command. So in fix, I can convert that. So summon item frame, and then I'll need to change this MBT. So is that balanced? No. Okay, so there's a few things here. So first of all, I need to specify the item. Actually, I already do this whenever I destroy it, right? No, I summon the item. That's a different thing. Okay, so I need to... I'm going to grab MC Stacker up. I even got this set up. Look at that. I now have a thing, so you can now see MC Stacker. I'm on like an incognito tab, just, I don't know, for safety, I guess. I don't know. Not get anything to hide, but, you know, it's just safer streaming with it, I think. So what I have there, is this gonna... It is gonna do that. Okay, that's fine. We'll go with that for now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summon the item frame, and I'm going to update it so it's like the item frame here. So, first of all, it needs to... Display name does not matter. What does matter is that it is fixed. Right? So it's fixed. Where's that? Fixed. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, maybe make this. There we go. Let's make it fixed. Invisible. Yep. Invulnerable. Facing up. Yes. Ooh. Okay. Before I try that again, I have just had another idea. Might be another solution. So in here, could I just add it here? Wait, so give item frame. Let's check the syntax for that. So if we get give an item frame, and I want to give it a item rotation. No, I want to give it a fixed, or it's facing. Does it not allow me to do that? I don't think it does. Or it's not appearing here anyway? Invulnerable item rotation fixed. That's all I get. So I don't think I'm allowed to change it there. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the summon command. Summon. Item frame? And not glow one, just normal item frame. I want it set its facing to up. Item rotation doesn't matter. Well, it will, but that'll get updated by the pack. Yeah. Yeah, item is going to be another item frame. Let me double check. So the item frame is going to Sorry if this looks a little bit weird on the screen. Hopefully you can still see stuff. It's a little bit weird having half the screen gone, but it's the only solution right now, I think. So I want the item inside to have custom model data of, what was it? 9030002? Yep. And then obviously we can't remove that, so it doesn't matter. Let me just try this in game and see what happens, because this might not work. It might not do what I was thinking it's going to do. Let's summon it like 2 blocks up. That seems to work. Cool. So let's grab that, and whenever we do the fix in here, that's what we're doing, but we're going to need to specify a couple tags, because item frame should have some tags, and those tags should be listed here. So the tags it should have is these. So I'll grab them, fix, and then I'll add that to the tag list. Yep. And then summon the item frame again, and then kill old frame. Kill S. Okay. Let's see if that works. So if I now place something on the side, there we go. Boom. Seems to be getting updated correctly. And that is right. Is it? Yeah, it is. That didn't get removed. Oh, hold on. Something's went wrong. Because look, they're not killing each other. Do they? Okay, hold on. Let's kill all these, right? Just to reset. Let's get myself a fresh one. I don't think I updated anything, but let's grab that. Okay, and then let's place it over here. So they all are getting the ID, but when I kill the pig, that isn't getting destroyed. Okay, does it get destroyed if I place it on the floor? Why has that stopped working? I've not changed any of that, have I? No. As all entities type of item frame, unless they have the facing 1B. Otherwise, so as the new frame. So in fix, it does have that tag, right? Yep, new frame. So this should, in theory, be getting ran. Is it getting run? Let's see. This function here should be getting run. Wait, this looks so cool. What? Well, thank you. It's making progress. Progress is getting there. Just kind of sorting a few things out, fixing this bug about item frame placement. Ooh, lag spike, but it said hello. Destroy, is something going wrong in here? Why can't it find the item frame? This is getting run, I think. Let me double check. It's not. Why isn't destroy getting run? That should be getting run. Hold on, what? What? Run. So destroy is controlled within. Where is it? Where is that controlled? I'm looking for the command that destroys it. So where's destroy referenced? In here. Oh, I commented out earlier because I decided to turn it off because it was messing with stuff. Forgot about that. Okay, and now they've all disappeared. Okay, this is good, this is good. So now, there we go. And hopefully I've just fixed that bug, that if I was to place it on the side of a block, it automatically readjusts. Which it seems to be. Yep, it's readjusting. Perfect. And then they all get destroyed. Perfect. Okay, success. Let me remove that command that's saying hello. So that was just for testing. It's a new. Let's remove that. I don't even need that anymore because we're guaranteed to have it facing upwards. But okay, there we go. How many minutes are we're in? 20 minutes in. We fixed that, so that is good. This will not be as long of a stream. I'll probably only go for maybe a little bit over an hour. Probably not too long, just because it's a bit late. But I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow morning, so decided let's pop back on now and try and get some stuff done. So, what other stuff can I get done? I would like to leave... Okay, so there's the whole issue about this, right? So, for some reason... Oh no, I do know the reason. Running this command... Oh, not that command. Hold on. This one. Come on. Tomorrow gonna be busy? Not... I mean, yes, I guess. I'm going out with, like, a friend for the afternoon, and we're meeting at, like, 12, so I don't really have time to stream in the morning. So, yeah, that's basically my reasoning behind that. Yeah, it's good to get out, though. So yeah, as you can see, the boat's getting a little bit glitched, but for those who haven't seen it yet, if I teleport the armor stand, summon armor stand, what's its tag? New pig, no, ship pig stand. If I teleport that to me, as you can see, there's, oh, I need to fix that bug about it. Ah, okay. So what's happening there is, see, because this is getting moved away, it thinks that the ship has been destroyed, because the way it detects for the destroyed, the way it detects that it's destroyed is that if this armor stand here does not have a pig riding it, and if it doesn't, then it destroys it all. And what's happening is when I'm teleporting the armor stand, or I can't remember exactly what it does, it's doing something with this, and it finds whenever I teleport it away that it can't find the entity anymore, so it thinks it's been destroyed, when in fact it has not. Okay, I think that can be fixed. Well, definitely can be fixed, without a doubt. It can be fixed. Let's fix it. Just did all that. I don't need that. There we go. I feel like I should have a minecart going around. Which, it's got a rail track. That's gonna become annoying. I'll just keep it off. But there we go. We got a little minecart. It's floating around. Oh, do you know what? No. I need a command block minecart. That's what. Yeah, let's be fancy, shall we? No. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what's happening in my brain. It's things are turning, cogs are turning. Let's try and use my brain and do some logical stuff and thinking. So, what I need to do is, so whenever I dock, I need to make sure that that item frame's killed, because that item frame is going to get replaced with an armor stand, because an item frame is stuck to the block grid. So whenever the boat's teleporting around, whenever you're moving in the boat in like a 3D space, I cannot use that item frame. I'm going to need to replicate it using an armor stand, which is fine. But what that does mean is that whenever I transform into the boat, that wheel does need killed. So, whenever I transform, so that's in here, no, trigger. So once I've transformed, I also want to run spread start, and I want to execute as the frame, which has the tag ship wheel frame, execute as that entity. If their score matches, then for now, I'm going to kill it. However, this will not be a kill, it will replace the item frame with an armor stand with the model of the wheel on its head. Perfect. Okay. So now, hopefully what we should see is, this will cause other glitchy behavior, but we're on the path to getting something to do what we want. Undock. Yep, the wheel gets destroyed as expected. Now, this is where we have a little bit of a weird bit. So what I want to do is, so it's undocking. I want to make sure that the item frame, or no, I want to make sure. Oh, okay. So what I'm doing here is in spread, start successful. I already get the center of the boat. So whatever the boat is, like, this is all the boat, by the way, if you haven't seen, these are all fake blocks. So what I found is, using some maths, I get the part that has the most weighted bit of the boat, and where the weighted bit is where its turning point is going to be. So whenever you undock here, I'm going to undock, come on, undock here. I'm going to need to summon armor stand teleported to the center of the ship to do the spread. Start. Okay. So this is no longer going to be used because I'm going to use something else. Yes. Okay. So what I want to do is... No, that all still needs to happen there. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit problematic because there's a bit of order which has gone a little bit wacky. So, I need the point where the center of the boat is going to be, so I can... Wherever the center of the boat is, that's where the blocks will be spread out from. So... that maybe didn't make much sense. Wherever the center of the boat is where, like, its turning is going to be, so it's going to turn from that center of the boat. So I need to summon an entity in the middle. I think I'm going to need to change some of this stuff. Whew, that's dangerous territory because this is complicated. Okay. Oh, my head. Okay, you know what? No, it's fine. We can do this. We can do this. I can do this. Brain can cooperate. So, I am... what I'm doing here is still correct. What isn't correct... so once it's successfully spread, whenever I'm getting its chords... so where am I doing that? So start... trying to decode what I've done here. So this happens here. Toggle blocks the same ID. So it does block entity type. This splits it based on which part of it. Slurp. Yes. Sorry. Does that noise bother people? I've never really thought about that. If it does, I'm sorry. I'm just drinking out a bottle. It might make a little bit of noise. Like so. Okay. So this is getting the area effect cloud chords, which it should. Run data get, so it does average. Okay, this does a lot of stuff. So execute store result as a origin X. So in here, these scores those scores there don't get used until do they? Wait, hold on. Block entity type. Let's double check. So in get entity chords, it's used in there, but it's not used before that. It's definitely not. So, okay. This is some great background music. Yeah, it's actually the 4G Studios kind of default Minecraft music from Xbox. Not default, but all the mashup packs and stuff. This is a Christmas song. But you know what? It's fitting. It's some nice. I mean, it's not December at all, but it's not necessarily Christmassy. It's just upbeat. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. It's upbeat. So block entity type, blah blah blah. That's correct. So after all this has happened, so if I just start... no, wait. Did I remove that? I did. So that doesn't need to happen. It's not harmful doing it there. So, I guess... I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to average it first. To be honest, the music makes me think I'm watching a video, so whenever Scott reads the chat, I'm like, oh, yeah. Makes it feel fancier, doesn't it? You know, gotta up the production level a little bit. Gotta add some fancy music. So right here, I'm gonna do a similar thing. So I need to average first. I need to get the middle of the boat first. Average first. Okay. yes. Execute as, so I want to specifically target the area effect cloud. The area effect cloud, or all of them, and instead of running block entity type, I want to get average. So let's add that in here, called get average. And instead of all this stuff happening, where is it happening? Block entity type, and it happens in get area effect cloud chords. This code here, needs to get put in here. So what this does is this will do all the stuff to find the middle of the boat. And then once we found the middle of the boat, which will be these 3 coordinates, then we summon an area effect cloud. Or I remember someone said this, summon AAC, there we go, summon area effect cloud, and let's give it the tag of boat center, or ship center, let's be consistent, ship center, and then execute as, let's also call it dot new, so execute as all entities type equals Minecraft area effect cloud, whose tag is that, and whose tag is that. So if it's just been summoned, then we want to run, execute store result in the entity, and I want to store its position to 0.1, because that's what that does. So run at 0 float. What is position stored as? Data get entity at s pos. It is stored as a double. So double 1 is double 0.1. Run scoreboard. No! I keep accidentally tabbing that. Scoreboard players get, and I want to get these. UST global. Yup, and then I want to do that for each of the coordinates. So let's indent this for stuff. So store chords. Wait, I'm now just seeing the chat in the top corner. I'm blind. Yeah, it is quite small. I have intentionally kept it quite small. It's probably difficult to view. Oh, I've made a mistake here. Limit equals 1. It's probably quite difficult to view on mobile, but I guess if you're on mobile, you can see the chat anyway. So I guess that works out. So average Y and average Z. Summon ship anchor. It's not the anchor, but it's the center of the ship. And then from there is when we do this stuff. Let's just see what happens if I try this in game. I have a feeling this isn't going to work for some reason or another. I'm pretty confident this is not going to work, but let's give it a go. Actually, before I do that, wait. So no, that's good. That works. That works. Does it? Yeah. Does it? Get average, get average, get average. And then I need to update what is expecting this to be. Right? So all this can now happen after get average. Get average, does it make use of that? It doesn't. So if I move that, so it's doing all the average stuff. After it's got the average, store. So instead of getting that, we want to get that. Okay. don't think we need to do that anymore. Okay, so a lot has just happened here. Sorry if this is a bit confusing. It's confusing me too, don't worry. Let's try it and see what happens. Okay. So it's not been summoned. Is there an error in the log at all? Yes, there is. Okay, line 28. Execute store. What have I done wrong there? There's a syntax thing gone wrong. Let's see. Execute store result. Entity. Oh! I've accidentally wrote Minecraft. That explains it. Okay. Easy fix. Okay, let's try again. Love me a stream where no one knows what's happening. Yep, sorry, this is quite complicated. It always ends up being more complicated than I think it's going to be. So, sorry if it's a bit hard to follow. I'll do my best. If you have any questions as I go, like specific questions, I'll try and answer them. But, yes. Hello, I'm back. Hello, Shadowbun. Welcome back. Okay. So that's done something. Is that entity now existing? It does. So let me teleport myself to that entity. TP at S to that entity. Is limit equals 1. The result 0.1. Okay. Stuff of some sort is happening. Did you know that the Black Pearl is a real ship and got lost at sea at some point though? I think someone found it. I didn't. I can't say I know a lot about ships. At all. Really, at all. What's that? F3 and V does something. Loading visible chunks. Oh, does that... Wait, I'm curious. If I set my render distance like that, right, and if I do that, does it freeze until it... Oh, that's cool. So F3 and V, is that... I think that must be an Optifine thing. That if the world is still loading, I can click F3 and V, F3 and V, it will freeze my game until all the chunks are loaded. That's smart. That's cool. I like that. Good job, Optifine. Can't wait to get back to Sodium. Jack Sparrow. I still don't watch Pirates of the Caribbean. I really should, considering this, you know? Okay. So... let's change a couple things. So I need to change so that this whole... What does it run as? Wheel tick. Where does that get ran from? Where does it... Sorry, I know this is maybe not making much audible sense. I think there's so much going through my brain, I'm kind of struggling to word stuff. Word stuff out loud and kind of explain it as I go. But I'll try my best. Where's update block start getting ran? So I need to know where that's getting ran. These are all the functions which update the locations. Wait, this is getting ran from check start. Where's check start getting ran from then? Check start. It's getting ran from check. From tech. Oh, it's right there. So instead of testing for the armor stand, I want to look at the area effect cloud, who has the ship center tag. Let's not reposition it yet. Hello, how much progress I missed? Not too much. All I've done is I've fixed the bug where placing it on a wall would mess up, and I'm currently working on the system to make sure that the boat is properly centered. So whenever you create a boat and you place it and you dock it, that it's properly based around the center of the boat. Because right now that's not happening. So what I'm needing to do is I'm needing to change up how these blocks are getting displayed, because usually what I had before like now, is that armor stand right there, that would always be the center of the boat. That's not correct, and the center of the boat needs to be the actual center of the boat. So I'm basically changing all the blocks from being the distance from that armor stand's perspective to being the distance on the other armor stand's perspective. Yes. With that being said, hold on. Am I maybe overcomplicating this? I think I might be. I can keep it as that. Okay. And then... sorry, there was more chat. All I know about ships is that being a pirate sucked and that people died, and that's like all of history in a nutshell. Yep, that's pretty much what I would say as well. Scurvy. Sadly, he isn't real, but Blackbeard is, or I guess was, and most sea shanties are just true stories. Again, most because sea monsters are just cool stories in song form. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Okay, let's not overcomplicate this. I think I have. Because I can still do everything from that armor stand there's perspective. I can just teleport the armor stand to the center. Rather than... yeah. Okay, so the way I do that is in here, start successful. What I'm doing is... all this averaging stuff is still right. But this should just be the old stuff. So, here, and here. Now let's do that. And then keep it around that. Okay. Let's see if this works. See what happens. Can I get an update on what's happening? Beautiful boat. So things are obviously getting misplaced, but progress is being made. So I need to fix these blocks not being offset correctly. The cool pirate sword you see in most movies and stuff is useless nowadays because they only use it because one, it looked cool, and that it was cheap metal. More facts coming soon. Keep them coming. It's interesting. Okay, so these blocks are not right whatsoever. So they shouldn't look like they're actually turning into different entities. They should just stay in the position that they were. Sorry for bad spelling, lol. It's fine, don't worry. I can still work it out. That's all that matters. Yeah, so all of that's a block down. And a little bit offset from the block grid, I think. Is it? No, it's not. So I think it depends on the direction of the armor stand that changes the offset that we're going to need to do before it raycasts. So here, these values are correct for a direction. So what I think I actually need to do... There's a plane, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Maybe not. What I actually need to do is, whenever these are getting summoned, so as soon as these are getting summoned, blah, 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 where does that happen? It happens somewhere. Somewhere out there. It happens in here. So, depending on the direction, I want to give a different tag to that armor stand. So that armor stand, I would like to have the tag dir1. Let's do that. dir1. dir2. dir2. dir3. You'll never guess, you'll never guess, you'll never guess. A dir4. Okay, there we go. So now I can... I was about to say differentiate, I don't know if that's right. I can now differentiate between each of the armor stands. See, before last year, before I did higher maths, like before I knew what differentiation was, I would have just used that word and thought it was right, but now I'm not sure. Do you differentiate between the things, or... I don't know, I can find... They now have a unique tag, is all I'm saying. I don't know. Direction 5? Ugh, sorry. 4. Close. Close. So in here... Tick. No. The reason pirates are missing hands or foot, there's this disease which it infects you. You have to cut off the part that infects you before it affects your whole body. I think I've heard of that. I don't know what it's called, but... Yeah, I know what you're on about. Or sort of. I know of it. Or what you're saying sounds right. It's ringing bells. That's why they had that, you know, they had the peg leg. Whose tag equals... There one. So I'm going to need a different one of these for each direction. And then depending on the direction, I'm going to need to change this offset. So, let us just reset this, right? And we're going to work out what offset we need depending on the direction. Nope. So let's get started. Let's go to... So let's build a boat facing this way. It's, well, with the wheel facing this way. Excuse me? Oh, have I broke something? I think I've broke something. What's happened? Oh, that needs to be like that. Oh, that'll be what broke it. There we go. So if I get in this, and then I do that. Okay, so that is way off from what it should be. So let's work out where these should have been, what I need to offset. So, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so these blocks need to be moved 12 pixels up, which is 12/16 of a block. So 12 divided by 16, 0.75. Probably don't need to use a calculator, it's just 3/4. So I need to move it up by 0.75. What armor stand is that? Data get tag all entities tag equals armor stand. No. Oh? No entity was... Definitely should have found an entity. That's strange. Oh, type. Oh no, I am looking for the armor stand, don't I? Armor stand. So, I am looking for the one which has direction 4. So direction 4 needs moved up 0.75. Yeah. And it needs, like, oh, yep, perfect. And then it needs moved, wait, no, it needs moved back. It needs to put a block further. Oh. Okay, sure. But that's what it was like. And then it needs to be moved backwards. So what direction is this armor stand facing? Tag equals... I keep forgetting the names. It is ship pig stand. Limit equals 1. It is facing positive Z, so south by default. So from there, I need to move it. If it's facing this way, it needs to be forward by 5 pixels. So 5/16. That would need to be moved 0.3125. 31. Oh. 3125. Like that. Perfect. Okay. So that's fixed that. Cool. That works. So a ship facing that direction is fixed. We just need to do this for each side. Now that I know what I'm doing, this should be quite a quick process. Just kaboom. Dock. Did that just get teleported over there? What? Something weird just happened. Okay. I'll fix that in a sec. I'll continue doing what I was doing. I'll just do this one at a time then. Something's interfering with whenever you have multiple. That wasn't happening earlier. So it must have changed something. Yeah, okay, so that's gone down. So it needs moved up as well. So what one is this? This is direction 3 needs moved up the same amount. That might just be a consistent thing. You forgot at, so it teleports to world spawn, I think. Ooh. Wouldn't that? No, I think that would. Oh, you might be right. Okay, there we go. And then is this off the block grid? I think it is one direction. Yep, and it needs moved. So if you're facing that way, it needs moved to the left by 5 pixels. So the left 5 pixels is that, I think. Yep. Ooh, that's not perfect. That is so irritating. Why is that not perfect? Wait. New 0.7. Maybe it's just 0.3. That half a pixel is doing things to me right now. Do you know what it might be? I might have just... Is it just 0.3? It could be. I think it might be. Yeah, I just overcomplicated it. It's 0.3 bang on. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Is that not just... You'd see this and you couldn't tell those weren't real blocks, right? These ones are. But those ones are not. Oh. Progress. Okay. And next side. 2 more to go. Build a boat, build a boat. Beautiful boat. Thank you very much. Beautiful boat. Connect that. Hip. Yep. They're all gonna need moved up. It looks like. Okay. And then block grid. They should be on the block grid right now, which they are not, so it needs to be moved positive Z, so negative, so it needs to be negative that way. So if I'm following that pattern, I would assume this one is going to be negative that one, so we might not even need to check the next one, it might just work. There we go, perfect. And this one. Perfect. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's destroy all this. Clean up. Do a little bit of spring. Summer cleaning. Okay. Don't know why I cleared that. Probably didn't need to. Messy inventory. It's summer. Yep, you're right. Or it's summer for me anyway. So it's seasons aren't consistent around the world, are they? I might sound so stupid right now if I've got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure seasons aren't consistent. Like, different places have different seasons. Or is it just that different places call different seasons different... No. I don't know. I'm digging myself a hole here. Honestly, see, when it comes to anything about geography or history, I'm useless. I don't know. People seem to have this general knowledge that I just do not have. It's mad. I don't get it. So... Oh, so I can dock this boat. Amazing. What a beautiful boat, am I right? But whenever I created another boat last time, it seemed to screw some things up. So that's odd. Is it going to screw it up? That got... Start. So this is what updates the block's position. Update block spin, get direction. These aren't used anymore. I need to clean this up. Get direction. So hold on. It's teleporting blocks who don't have the same ID, right? So if I get the ID up. Oh? Why aren't they getting a unique ID? They should be. Maybe here. Whenever we first do the get average, in get average, I also want to store, give them ID of ship. To equal. So whenever this spread is happening, if the start is successful, search ID equals @s. I'm pretty sure I can get rid of this scoreboard now because it's been replaced. I think. So, drive ID equal the search ID. So start successful, global equals that. So search ID from what score? Search ID from global. Okay. Stuff is happening. Okay. There we go. Get average. Yeah. Whew, okay. So hopefully if I destroy these, hopefully they should get a unique ID now. So I should be able to just remove that. And let's just pray that this works. Okay. Let's create 2 boats and hopefully let's see that. Let's find out if they interfere with each other. So, boom, boom. Yep. Let's dock. Okay. Let's dock this boat. Yep. There we go. That's fixed it. So now, if I do this, I should have cast drive ID. There we go. We have a load of entities with. Who has 205? That seems a bit off to me. Say all entities whose score, because I feel like if we have multiple 205s, we should have as many 205s as we have blocks, but we don't really have 2, and that's a fake player. So whose scores of dot drive ID. It's an armor stand and a pig. Okay. I think. Oh wait. I think if the sun can't reach a place too well, they're more colder. Not sure though. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, you built a little cross with it. Not sure what you mean. It's too hot. We don't have snow here. I think I've missed not been looking at chat. Sorry. It's too hot. We don't have snow here. Snows. I mean, we get snow in Scotland, but for being such a cold country, we don't get a lot of snow. I say it's cold, like it's colder places, I'm sure, but you know, when we complain, when we say it's hot, everyone's just like, what? That's normal. That's just an average day. Our really hot summer's day is just like an average day in America. So yeah, what's going on? So how many scoreboard objectives list, or I wish I could see a proper list. I want to see how many 204s there are. I can do that. Is that many? Okay, something's not right. The ID's not been given here. Here I'm in the mid so it snows and we just melt. Ooh, that doesn't sound the most fun. Nah, not at all. What's going on here? Over here it only needs to be like 10 degrees Celsius for all the middle-aged dads to start barbecuing. Yeah, that's pretty much the same for me. Maybe a little bit warmer. 10 degrees. Do you know what? Probably not, honestly. Yep. Welcome to the land of cold countries. Current ID. Where is current ID mentioned? Current ID equals drive ID equals. That shouldn't exist. It doesn't. Something's gone wrong with the ID system. Is what I'm seeing. I don't know what though. Nope, that's just dad's. 10 is super cold for me. I don't know if I can live to that. Yeah, 10, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't call that warm. But that's quite normal in Scotland to have a 10-degree day, honestly. That happens. I don't know what temperature it is right now. Let's have a look at the weather, shall we? What's the temperature right now? So it is 8:30 at night, so we'd expect it to be a little bit colder. Let's find out. To be fair, today's been a really warm day. So BBC weather, let's have a look. Right, drumroll. It is currently... It's 17 degrees right now. Is it? Jeez, oh. Tomorrow's to be 22 degrees all day. And that's absurdly warm. But there's many people who would probably look at that and be like, oh, that's just an average day. It's been 22 on average here recently, and it's way too much for me. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what it's been in Scotland as well. Maybe you are in Scotland, I don't know. So, okay, let's try this again. See if we get, I doubt we'll get a different result, but maybe it'll help me. That wasn't converted. This wasn't ever converted into a fake vehicle. Hold on. Okay, good thing I did that then, because that test was flawed, because... Okay, maybe it is working as expected. Did I just forget to run the command or something really stupid? I wouldn't put it by me. Let's dock. That didn't work. Why is that command not working? Something's not right. So where it says undock, undock. This entity hasn't been found. So spread, is there an error in the log? There's not. Scotland, Scotland, it is my land. Yep, I own this place. I am mayor of my land. So why has this entity not existed? So current ID, we can just ignore that. So 206, 207, this should be 3 of them, and 3 of them, and then whatever one I am. So this is looking right. Monarch of Scotland. I feel like I should clarify. Scotland has 1 T. Maybe that was on purpose. I don't know. Very well could have been on purpose, but you know, it's not quite me. I have 2 T's in my name. Item frame. But it's Scots land. Yes, it is. Do you know what? You make a fair point. You make a fair point. You make a fair point. So this entity, is this, okay, so first of all, is this entity being found? It is. Okay. That isn't working. Huh. It said all 3 commands were being ran though. let me just try something. Let's see if it's getting ran at all. Why would one of them run and not the other? So no, that function isn't getting ran at all. Yeah, but I also suck at English, so there's that. True. It's 28 degrees here and it feels like 34. I also searched for highest degree recorded on here. It's 46. Yeah, that is absurd levels. Absurd levels. 28, that's just uncomfortable. Maybe, I guess you'd be more used to it, but for me anyway, that would, no. Ugh, that would be awful. I would suffer. I would suffer a lot. Lots of suffering. I feel like I keep saying M. Maybe I should stop that. It's like a concentration thing, I think. Yeah, how are you alive? 28, that's not... That's a lot. If the score of AS... But it does. My score right now is 207. And that armor stand has that score. The peg, the armor stand, and the item frame all have that same score. So in what world does this not succeed? That's what I'm not understanding. If the score of AS drive ID equals search stand ID, let's put it all in the same scoreboard. Global, global, global. Just to be able to see it. Let's... Okay. Undock. Search stand ID is 207. How? What? Why isn't this working? Am I being blind? You're a legend. I don't know if you're talking to me or you're talking about the person who is surviving the 28 degree heat, but if it's me, thank you. If not, you make a fair point. What? I can see it now. Search stand ID is 207. I'm executing. Is it maybe accidentally? Oh, do you know what it might be? I don't know, it should be... I think it might be... Is it really as dumb as this? I think it's as dumb as this. Hold on. If this is it. Both of you are. Hey! Well, thank you. Cool. That worked. That also worked. Are these both entities? They are. And I believe they're going to be treated as different entities. So if I now teleport all entities, tag equals that. As we can see, the boat... Oh, okay, so it's getting destroyed after. I'm doing a vid on it. I assume you're doing... I mean, you mean a video on one of my data packs? If so, that's totally cool. Oh, message retracted. Well, either way, I'll say this all the time. It says it on every one of my projects. If people want to make videos with it, that's totally cool. I'm totally good with that. However, I do ask that you provide credit. Just, you know, put a little link to the channel and to the download, and that's more than enough. I feel like I see it happen a lot. I'm sure there's a whole thing with McMackenstein and his content just getting stolen with no credit, and that's... It sucks that people do that, because there's a lot of people who spend so much time creating data packs or whatever they are, or mods, and to not get credit is... It's just a bit sucky, so... Oh, give credit when you can. What am I doing? Okay, so wait, most of it's working, right? So obviously there's this whole thing going on, but, yep, let's kill it. Okay, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? So I've just fixed those boat issues. So far today, I have fixed, I say today, in this stream, I streamed earlier on this morning. So far right now, I have made it so the whole bug about them getting placed on the wall is fixed, and I have readjusted how blocks are placed, or how ships are placed. Now, okay, boom, 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 boom. So whenever it gets destroyed, is it destroying? Okay, actually, what I want to double check is I want to double check that the area effect cloud that I've brought in is getting summoned and moved properly. So there we go. There should be an entity called. I'm doing a bit on one of your mods. They're amazing. Well, thank you. Yeah, just make sure to provide credit, and then that's totally cool. Thank you. Create dot. What's it called? What's going on? What did I call the armor stand? The area effect cloud. I called it something. It gets summoned here. Ship center. That's it. I need to remove that new tag. Tag that. Remove that new tag. Yeah. New cast. There we go. So hopefully... Oh! It doesn't exist. That's problematic. So it should have been summoned. Say hello. So why didn't that get summoned? Let's double check that function's running. I'm pretty confident it is. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't running. It's running, but that entity is not getting... Oh, I've used the wrong. Okay, no, it does exist. So that armor stand should exist in between here. It's not going to visually update because it's a bug with area effect clouds, but I think technically if I was to teleport to that entity, I would end up... That is not quite right. It's not quite right. Because the center should be 0.5 over in both directions. Maybe. Maybe this will fix it. I'll give it a go. We're going to align XYZ and position it. Well, that's not right though. It shouldn't need to do that. Something's gone a little bit wrong here. Not absurdly, but I should be 0.5 in that direction and 0.5 in that direction, but I'm not. So this average is not putting me to the right place. So let's get those scores, see what they're saying. So the score, average X, is 5. So that's thinking it's bang on 5. Bang on 5 is there. It shouldn't be bang on 5. It should be... It should be plus. Okay, I don't know if this is a... Let's give it a go. This might be the solution. Execute as, at, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport it. Maybe it's always offset by the same amount. Let's give this a go. So let's create a 3-wide boat. So, in a 3-wide boat, we should expect to be put bang on in the middle. That's where the area effect cloud should be. We should be teleported right, like, there. So let's see if that happens. Boom, boom. 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 We have been. However, I am too low down. I should not be this low down. I should be a little bit higher than this. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm always rotating. Let me try this. So if we have a boat that's like this, the center is going to be, like, the most weighted point is going to be somewhere in here. So it's not going to be bang on the middle because there's a slight that bit, so it should be in the middle and a little bit over. Let's see if that happens. I should be a little bit higher than this. Scott Mander 2021. Yup, that looks right. The Y level is a bit messed up though. I guess, do you know what, thinking about it, let's not worry about that because I don't need the Y level at all. I can just remove that entirely, thinking about it, because it's irrelevant, I don't need it. Do I? No, I don't. Just remove it, because all we need is the X and Y. We don't need to ever get the center up and down, because... yeah, it doesn't matter, that's all good. Get average. Average chords. Oh. Empty. File. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Cool, 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 cool. Very nice. Okay, so that's good news. Is that... I don't think that entity... those entities are getting left behind, aren't they? So if I was to do... I have a feeling if I was... so there's only one. If I was to destroy that and I was to kill... I don't think they're... do they have the tag? I don't think they do. Scoreboard players get all entities whose tag is that, and I want to get their drive ID, because I don't think they have one. They don't. So in here, I want to, as well as teleporting them, I also want to do this. I want to run scoreboard players operation as drive ID to equal search ID on global. So they will get... I'm fairly confident that should work. There we go. Whoop. Let's create a nice little L-shaped boat. Undock. And then hopefully that entity should now have an ID, which it does. It has the correct ID. And now if I teleport to that entity, it should be... so what we'd expect here is we would expect the center, or the most weighted part, basically, sorry, the rotation point of this boat would be somewhere here in the middle. Ah yes, 90-degree angle, my favourite boat. Now let's teleport. Yep, as expected, that's where we'd expect it to rotate from. That makes sense. Look at that! Stuff is happening. That's successful. So obviously these blocks aren't getting destroyed whenever all of this gets destroyed. I need to properly work on converting this. So what this is, right, is this is an item frame, a peg, and an armor stand. I need to convert these whenever I undock. I need to convert the item frame to an armor stand with the model on its head, so that it can move out with the block axis. And then these ones need to still follow. Like, from there, they have to follow the same position. So... okay. Stuff is working, though. There we go. It's exciting. I did say this was going to be shorter. It's coming up on 10 to 9 now, so I'm going to finish this up now. It has been a bit of a shorter stream. Thank you all for being here anyway. It was a very abnormal time for me to stream, I guess. I just kind of felt like it. I won't be streaming tomorrow morning because I'm going out in the afternoon. I might stream tomorrow night, we'll see. But probably won't be doing any streams tomorrow. But I hope you all have a good night, day, evening, life, whatever you're doing. And I will see you. I think we made some good progress. I think This is exciting. I'm really excited that this is going to work. It's really exciting to me that, because I kind of had the slight fear that I've bitten off more than I can chew, but I think it's going to work. It's going to work. It's a lot of work, but it's going to work. So, thank you for being here, and I shall see you. Goodbye.